Well, Boy Meets World star Trina McGee dropped a bombshell announcement just last week. The proud mom of 3 is pregnant again, and she is 54 years old.
McGee says she feels, quote, just sheer joy, and says special elixirs help with the late in life development. But how common is a post-50 pregnancy? Joining us to explain is OBGYN Dr. Lauren Hyman. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning,
Doctor. Megan and Kurt.
So McGee told Entertainment Tonight that she was trying to have another baby, but had already entered menopause and attempted IVF. Does it surprise you to hear of a mom of 3 becoming pregnant at this age?
It does, not so much because she already had babies, but because she's so late in age. I mean, we're born with about several million eggs, and by the time we hit menopause, we're down to a couple hundred, if that many. When you're in menopause, really there are very few eggs left, so it would be hard to stimulate an ovulatory cycle and get pregnant.
Yeah, this is wild, but also congratulations to her, right?
Of course,
One of those things, if your body is saying yes, then bring it on.
Absolutely.
You know, being pregnant twice, I remember it was always the term geriatric pregnancy, if you get pregnant at 35 or beyond. Is that still a term with modern medicine? I just don't know what is out there anymore. And being that she's pregnant at 50, what do you call that? And what are the risk factors?
So we started calling pregnancies over 35 advanced maternal age pregnancies, over 40 very advanced maternal age, and over 45 extreme advanced maternal age, which is not that nice for the women, but
Right.
Being pregnant at an advanced age increases your risk of certain things that increase with age: diabetes, high blood pressure, but also things that are specific to pregnancy, like preterm delivery, preterm labor, and of course, the older you get, the poorer are the quality of the egg, so increased risk of chromosomal issues and miscarriage, unfortunately.
So it's just a matter of, through those pregnancies, if your body is saying, yes, we can do this, then she's probably just going to more appointments and being looked at, you know, more intensely?
That's exactly right. So most pregnancies of older women are healthy, but we do look more closely for these issues to make sure if they are coming up, we catch them as early as possible so that we can manage them and keep the pregnancy, the woman, the baby safe and healthy.
Now, McGee didn't go into detail, but said natural remedies and herbal elixirs helped her reach her pregnancy goal. Are there dietary tweaks that can support pregnancy or even reverse menopause, as she called it?
So we're born with the amount of eggs we have, and by the time we're in menopause, we really don't have very many eggs left. There are certainly herbal supplements that have been around for millennium: black cohosh, chasteberry, maca. And for certain women, they may be very helpful, but there isn't a lot of research data supporting that. And as far as reversing menopause, well, that's not something that is very common.
What is, I guess, the message this morning to viewers who maybe are interested after the age of 35 when they're considered quote unquote geriatric pregnancies? What is the message this morning in terms of hope?
The most important thing I feel would be to go into the pregnancy or into trying to get pregnant healthy, right? Have a healthy body mass index, not too heavy, not too thin, to be taking prenatal vitamins to decrease your chance of to decrease your chance of birth defects, to just go into the pregnancy as healthy as possible to decrease your chance of getting the diabetes, the hypertension with pregnancy. As far as getting pregnant, well, again, it's the number of eggs and it's the quality of eggs. Some of that is out of your control, but certainly going into it as healthy as possible is going to be your best bet.
All right.
Very cool. Well, Dr.
Learning all kinds of things this morning from the expert.
Exactly.
Thank you. And I think when the story came out, it was one of the things, how did she do it? Because for a lot of women, it's hard to get pregnant in general. And then when someone after the age of 50 gets pregnant, it's like, oh, there is still some hope.
It's uncommon, but there's always a chance, right?
Yeah. Well, good for her. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, for more information about Dr. Hyman, find her in Agora Hills and online at partnershipforwomen.com. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.